Hello and welcome to the Power Circuit, a program of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. This is a window into the milestones and scorecards of the Nigerian electricity supply industry, NESI. I am Amara Agugesi, and here are today's headlines. In Imo State, TCN commissions 63 MVA mobile power transformer at 132-33 kV Owerri transmission substation. TCN makes significant investments to optimize power transmission substations in Onitsha and Benin City. In the interview segment of the Power Circuit, we have Engineer Abdulkadri Adamu, General Manager, Material Control and Stores at TCN. He will wrap up a series of interviews on all you need to know about the storage of power transmission equipment and spare parts at TCN for the purpose of delivering and optimizing power transmission lines and substations nationwide. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has successfully commissioned the 63 MVA mobile power transformer at the 132-33 kV transmission substation located within the Federal University of Technology, Owerri, Futo. This installation under the Owerri Works Center adds 50 megawatts of bulk power to the substation's existing 128 megawatts wheeling capacity, significantly boosting electricity transmission in the region.
Delivered through the FGM Power Company, the project is part of a broader initiative to expand and enhance bulk power supply nationwide. Engineer Juliet Okomado, Assistant General Manager, Transmission Services, Port Harcourt Region, emphasized that the project aligns with the federal government's vision to modernize Nigeria's power infrastructure.
The transformer is a mobile station. It's a mobile transformer. Has a 132 kV, 33 kV, 63 MVA mobile substation transformer that is installed by FGM Power Company, which is a presidential power initiative to improve power system in Nigeria, mostly to areas that are, that don't really have supplies. So this is one of its kind in Imo State.
Engineer Nnameka Aningwe, Principal Manager, Owerri Works Center, noted that the installation will improve power supply to communities such as Obinze, Ihiagwa, and the Futo campus.
Here we are at Federal University of Technology, Owerri Futo, where we have 63 MVA transformer by 4 feeders of FGM power projects. And right now, the 2 feeders that will emanate from here will be feeders going towards back to Obinze, and then another feeder going towards Ihiagwa axis, and then Futo, inside the Futo complex as well. So we have presently 2 33 kV feeders radiating out as of now.
On a national scale, Engineer Aningwe highlighted that the project will significantly enhance bulk power evacuation from the grid.
The impact is enormous because the introduction of a 63 MVA transformer is not just a small transformer. It's going to alleviate, it's going to ease out the power supply in and around Owerri, because right now from Owerri substation we are feeding up to this place on 33 kV network. But with the introduction of this 63 MVA with 4 feeders radiating out, presently we have 2 feeders. So the ones coming from Owerri substation will now be broken at some point, while this one will now serve these other 2 areas, and then subsequently the other 2 feeders will stay coming, and then it will ease the burden of Owerri Work Center, and then make these other places in and around Futo, they will have steadier power because they are now closer to the source of the power.
TCN remains committed to strengthening power infrastructure across the region. Engineer Aningwe also mentioned ongoing projects within and beyond Owerri, including the 132-33 kV Olo substation, which the Imo State government plans to link to the Owerri Works Center.
Owerri Works Center is presently one station work center with 2 by 60 MVA and one 40 MVA mobile transformer. So currently we have an ongoing project in Owerri, 330 kV 13233. The 330 comes with 2 by 150 MVA transformer and an additional 2 by 60 MVA transformer. The contract is still ongoing. There are other projects in and around Owerri because we have 132 33 kV substation at Olo. The Imo State government is taking care of that project. They want to tie into Owerri Work Center. The project is ongoing. They are at their initial stage, and I believe by the time they come in fully, it will add up to what Owerri will be having at the long run.
In line with its goal of being a leader in electricity transmission and a center of excellence in West Africa, the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN) has made major investments to upgrade 2 key power substations. The investments focus on improving operations at the 330 kV Onitsha substation in Anambra State and the 132-33 kV Benin substation in Benin City, Edo State. The power circuit brings you a closer look at the activities surrounding these important projects.
And so, the wheel of progress reached the 330-132-33 kV Onitsha transmission substation with a major upgrade at the facility. The Onitsha substation hosts the Onitsha sub-region, a part of the larger Enugu transmission region of TCN. Through a well-planned and thorough maintenance exercise, the in-house engineers at TCN carried out a replacement of 330 kV stack porcelain insulators on bus bar 1 and bus bar 2 at the 330 kV section of Onitsha substation in the Commercial Nerve Center of Anambra State. With newer and advanced insulators, bulk power evacuation from the substation is guaranteed for distribution to power consumers through the distribution load centers of the Enugu Electricity Distribution Company (EEDC). And in Benin City, the capital of Edo State, TCN delivered a brand new 60 MVA power transformer and accessories for onward installation and commissioning at the 132-33 kV section of the Benin transmission substation. Apart from the 60 MVA power transformer received at the 132-33 kV Benin substation, the accessories delivered include transformer oil tank, switch gear, and line bay components. This project is being executed in the Benin sub-region, which is part of the Benin region. The region is one of the 10 regions of TCN. Once the 60 MVA power transformer is installed and energized, it will increase the substation's capacity by 48 megawatts, thereby enhancing the bulk electricity supply to the Benin Electricity Distribution Company for onward distribution to its customers.
The power circuit comes up right after this break. Please stay with us.
Oh my God, what caused this fire? Eh? Hey, God help us. Assuming this thing happened in the night, nobody from this building would have come out alive.
Madam, hey, this is why we have warned landlords not to erect structures under the high voltage lines. If this high voltage line fell on the ground, nothing would have happened. But because this structure has been wrongly erected and the high voltage line fell on it, that is why whatever has happened has happened. We advise landlords to always consult the Transmission Company of Nigeria on their safety compliance on the right of way, so that something like this does not happen again.
Oga, we are talking of burnt house and you are talking of right of way. What is right of way and safety compliance?
Safety compliance simply means before erecting any structure around any electricity tower or line, there are safety distances you must adhere to. These safety distances are 25 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 330 kV, 15 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 132 kV, and 7.5 meters on both sides of the electric tower in the case of a 33/11 kV. These stipulated safety distance instructions are what we call right of way. If these simple, basic safety distances are adhered to, trust me, there will be less loss of property and lives resulting from cut transmission lines.
Visit Transmission Company of Nigeria office nearest to you for your safety regulations before erecting structures. Let us save lives and properties and build a stronger Nigeria. This message is from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
Welcome to the interview segment of the Power Circuit, where we feature officials from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, and experts in the power sector. It is your chance to hear firsthand about the progress and values TCN is bringing to Nigeria's power sector. Today, we are joined by Engineer Abdulkadir Adamu, the General Manager, Material Control and Stores at TCN. He will discuss his department's challenging but crucial role in ensuring TCN can promptly deliver on key projects and maintenance tasks on power transmission lines and substations across the country. How does the Material Control and Stores Department ensure prompt delivery of equipment to project sites?
This is where I have to commend the present management of TCN, because in order to reduce downtime, because prior to this management we have only one stores, the central stores in Ojo, so all equipment goes there. So but the management to strategize and to reduce this downtime, they now got approval in late 2021, around September. We got approval from the Minister of Power then to now create zonal stores. So approval was given to create zonal stores, one in Onitsha, one in Kaduna, and one in Damaturu. So Damaturu was specifically, chosen that time because of the insurgency, and sometimes to even get a truck from Lagos to deliver items to that side of the country, you will find that most of the transporters will say, I'm not going there because of security issues. So it was decided that time that if you can get a store there, since we have a station and it's secured, and there is the promise with the security agencies that there is going to be security there, and it was created. Then last year, then the management also now approve and build these regional stores. All of them are completed. So, and they become operational last year. September last year, approval was also given to start operating them. So now, and also approval was given that now in our contract agreements, supply of materials, let's say we are now procuring, let's say 33 kV circuit breakers, let's say 100 of them. We now said, okay, depending on the needs, we can say now, okay, 40 number of those circuit breakers should go to Ojo stores, 30 should go to Onitsha, and 30 should go to Kaduna. The approval for operations last year is only for Onitsha and Kaduna. So now we can now take equipments directly to, and they are operating, those two regional stores now are operating, zonal stores we call them, they are operating as part of the main store, central stores. So all documentations, all SRA issuing of SRA, and they are all done is simultaneous. We can do them. If you take your items to any of these stores, we will now process it as if you have taken it to the central store. So this is one of the aspects of getting the materials closer to the work centers.
What other innovative steps has TCN taken to close the equipment delivery gap while speeding up substations maintenance processes?
What the management does, is that now it's procure trucks. It has procured 40 feet, 50 tons trailer truck with the head, brand new, 20 feet, 40 tons truck, that's the smaller one, 100-ton crane, that's the big crane, 100 tons, and also the low bed, 100 tons low bed. So now we have the ability now to transport our own equipments ourselves. They are all in the store right now. If you go to Ojo stores, you will see these vehicles. They are all there. This is also in a way to make sure that materials, space goes to our regional offices, regional stores, and the zonal stores as quickly as possible. So these two, what will I say, interventions by the management in the activities of the stores, goes a long way in reducing downtime.
How do you ensure that equipment loss or theft is prevented across the stores?
There has never been a case of theft in Ojo stores in TCN. Never. And this is because of the integrity and the professionalism and the caliber of staff that you have in the store. I believe it's not anybody you employ to be your storekeeper. You know it. So there has to be that integrity. There has to be that, it's not anybody you take there. And then also we have measures to make measures that make sure that whatever goes into the store, for example, part of the measures, for example, is like the stock taking exercises, and then that the user departments are in charge of releasing the materials that are in the store. So at any point in time, you find that the user departments in the HQ that releases these materials under the ED approves. Everything in the store, is under the Executive Director, Transmission Service Provider. He gives approval. Only him gives approval for items to be taken out of the store. So the user departments are the owners of these materials that are in the stores. So at any time you find that their stock level and our own stock level have to be in tandem. And at the end of the year, we do the stock taking to make sure that what is actually in the records is exactly what is on ground in the store. And we have never had any issue. Also, our auditors, they have their own, auditing of the stores, both the central stores and the regional stores and sub-regional stores. And you find that always we never had any issue of losing materials from the stores. And we have CCTV, and even right now there is another, the management has approved another installation of CCTV in Ojo stores. And I believe by next year that one will also be concluded. It is about to be awarded, where we will have, most of virtually at any corner of the store, any movement in the store now is going to be recorded 24/7.
We learned about the efforts to integrate local content into TCN's equipment procurement. Could you please elaborate on this?
Most of the equipment we used in the transmission network are imported, but still because of encouragement from government and also from encouragement from TCN management, we have a lot of equipment now, materials that are locally manufactured, and any material that is manufactured in this country, and if it passed our technical specification, definitely there will be our first point of call. That is from where we procure. Like you see, like conductors now, cables, because the quality of cables manufactured in Nigeria are up to international standard. You find that mostly our conductors, our cables, power and control cables are procured locally. Most of the clamps we used, because we have a lot of foundries in this country that do these clamps, aluminum clamps, and so we procure them from here. Recently, there is we procure 350 mm aluminium conductor from a manufacturer in Lagos, because before we have to got it from import it, but now we have somebody that we went and we tested, and it is of international standard, so it makes our life easy. We encourage them, the government encourage them, and so whoever is willing to come and start producing these power equipments or power materials that are used in the power sector in this country, I am assuring him that he will have the support of Ministry of Power and TCN. We will patronize them, because it makes life easy for us. We don't need to use foreign exchange. We don't need to, we buy with Naira, which makes life easy. And the delivery time, instead of saying maybe 6 months, shipping time is almost how many? Maybe shipping time could be up to 3 months, depending on the international. If there is any problem internationally, it also affects your delivery time.
It is a huge task, but one that drives officials to be innovative and at the top of their game. TCN is committed to maintaining a stock of spare power equipment to ensure it can deliver on its system-improving power transmission projects. This commitment has been confirmed by Engineer Abdulkadir Adamu, General Manager, Material Control and Stores at TCN.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmits bulk electricity from power generating companies, GENCOs, distribution load centers of distribution companies, DISCOs, nationwide. At TCN, we transport bulk electricity at very high voltage to DISCOs, who now off-take it and distributes it directly to electricity customers nationwide. TCN does not generate electricity. We transport the quantum of power generated to distribution load centers. TCN does not distribute electricity directly to electricity consumers. Our job stops where that of the DISCOs begin. TCN, transmitting bulk electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
Here is a highlight of the reports we brought to you again. In Imo State, the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN has commissioned the 63 MVA mobile power transformer at the 132-33 kV Owerri transmission substation. TCN makes significant investments to optimize power transmission substations in Onitsha and Benin City. In the interview segment of the power circuit, we had the General Manager, Material Control and Stores at TCN, Engineer Abdulkadir Adamu, who extensively discussed storage and control of power transmission equipment at TCN so that they can be optimized for delivering power transmission lines and substations nationwide. The Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN invites you to learn more about the Nigerian power sector by watching the power circuit on its YouTube channel. Stay connected and support TCN by following and subscribing to its social media accounts. On Facebook, like TCN at Transmission Company of Nigeria. For X, formerly Twitter, follow the company via at TCN_Nigeria. And on Instagram, it is TCN_Nigeria. TCN also welcomes your feedback as you send your comments and observations to affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. For more information, visit the official website at www.tcn.org.ng or get the latest power sector news at www.tcnnews.ng. You can also help by being vigilant against vandalism of power transmission lines, towers and substations in your area. If you see any suspicious activity, please report it to a TCN official or local security operatives. Thank you for your time. I am Amara Agugesi.